Hello everyone and welcome back to Cities by Steven. You're talking to Steven. Welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time here, please hit the subscribe button, get that bell notification on so you don't miss out on the next episode of Brockton County, Ontario themed city. And make sure to hit the like button. The like button helps the channel a lot. Big plans today. We're going to start planning out the downtown of our city. This is a long time coming, and I'm very excited about it. I have a plan inspired by the city of Toronto, and after looking more closely at how I was going to plan this this system, the downtown road network, I've realized that the city kind of looks like what Toronto would be if you looked at it kind of in like a reflection, like in a mirror. And I'll explain to you why and why I'm choosing to do this design. All right, so funny enough, we have been using this highway as like a main artery of the city. It's like a smaller county highway, and then we have the bigger highway, the 401, that goes through here. And if you go to a map of Toronto and you look and you find the Don Valley Parkway, and then that Don Valley Parkway connects to Lakeshore Boulevard, which is by the lakeshore, it pretty much looks exactly like this from a systems point of view, but in a mirror. The DVP connects up this way, and then this would be our Leslieville, but if this was Toronto, Leslieville would be on the right side, and then the downtown would be on the left side, but we're doing it kind of the other way around, with the downtown on the right side, and then the more residentially areas on the left. And it's funny enough how we kind of have this avenue and connecting to this, which is just like Lakeshore and the Don Valley Parkway. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. Anyways, so to take more inspiration from the city of Toronto, we're gonna design an interesting little piece of road network, I guess. And anyways, I'm excited to do it. So that's the name of the game in today's episode. We're gonna kind of design our downtown. It's gonna be over this way. It might get a bit tricky because the 401's over here, so we're gonna have to kind of change our game plan beyond the simple design of our downtown, and we might have to look at changing a lot of things up in the city. And that's kind of the name of the game for this series, is we're kind of developing things as the city needs. We're not really I'm planning pretty far ahead into the series, but I'm only developing what the city needs. So for example, this interchange doesn't work 100% of the time, and we're definitely gonna need to change it eventually, but it works right now, so we're leaving it for now. Anyways, last episode we built our garbage processing facility out this way, and we need to get rid of our garbage processing down on this side. So one thing, or a couple things that I've added in, is I've added in a garbage collection plant over here, and then I also added one where did I add it? Over here by Prospect Park. And I'm really happy with how Riverside turned out. I'm really glad that we ended up doing that. Anyways, so this is still emptying. So we will need to wait for that to finish emptying, but that doesn't mean I can't stop, or I can't start deleting some things. Let's actually just move this over here, and let's delete that. All right, so we've already kind of had to expand over here because we had an immense amount of commercial demand at one point. But I'm gonna kind of take an eye on some of these roads here. And we've connected on a couple, which has been really great. But I think I'm going to look at upgrading the way this works. So I am going to delete this. And hopefully that didn't mess too many things up that we had previously planned. And then I'm going to just take, no, this one works. I'm gonna take this, and I'm just trying to choose which road I want to use. I think we'll just start off with this one. And we're gonna maintain the grid. And for $15,000, just gonna wait till it snaps. We're gonna build a large avenue. So I'm gonna add a bit of a, well, first of all, let's pause the game and make sure that this is all right. I think we're going to actually need to do a bit of node controller work here. There we go. We should probably ban left turns on this one, shouldn't we? That's okay. Yeah, this is getting pretty clogged up, don't you say? Let's think about what we can do here to help this out. Well, this is glitching a bit, so I think I'm gonna have to tweak this anyways. There we go. Got rid of the glitch, that's all that really matters. Anyways, I wanted to add a bit of a slip lane here to get onto the highway from this side. So let's do this, and we'll connect up like so, and then we'll just readjust. And then I'm just going to use traffic manager here, and I'm just going to say we'll do that. This is only a right-hand turn, and then let's just do this just to make sure that everyone has their own lane. And then I want to make sure that they can go into both. And there's another node here, I believe, as well. So I don't think we're pressured to yeah, there is. Okay. And then over here, I think this is pretty straightforward. I don't think we have to do anything with this. I mean, it's a bit unfortunate. This might actually have to turn into a bit of an inner-city interchange here, but that's good though, because we've left enough space to be able to do that if we need to. But I think this should be fine for now. This is definitely going to get busy. We might need to add in, I'm just preemptively thinking about what the city might need, or what this might need. I'm going to add in a slip lane. Oh. From this side as well. Okay, and then I'll just keep it playing. Then let's take off right-hand turns and give a dedicated left. And then I don't want a left turn here. Yeah, that works. Okay. So, oh, we definitely don't need a light on this. You could actually add a light over here. We'll see how this works. If it gets bad, then we'll look at changing it. But I think this would be a type of place that would have a light. So I think we'll just kind of wait and see on that. All right, so this street is actually Main Street. Probably should have looked to, where is that? Is it here? Just roads. Yeah, Main Street. Okay, I'll pull Main Street out this way. Main, it goes all the way down to the waterfront. And now I want to kind of look at how far this road should go before changing directions. And it goes pretty far right out to this lake here. I think we'll just bring it out to about this point and we'll leave it. All right, so now we need to look at continuing some of the other roads we already have going on. So these are just basic roads. I think I'll continue that theme for now. And we'll take this one to about here. You might be asking, why right there? There is no reason. I'm just doing that. All right, so I think we're gonna have to go back to our bigger lanes here for this road. And I don't know if this one's gonna need as much control. I think we'll probably be fine with this. As long as the node is squared too. All right, so we'll got that in place. Let's continue this out. I don't think that was even. That's fine though. And then we got this one here. I don't know if I want a connection. We're definitely gonna need one more. So how about we look at splitting this up, and we'll go on to Thompson Street, and we'll say that the highway once connected to Thompson, but no longer does. I think that's perfect. And we'll take it to the tree line. Yeah, that looks good. All right, so we got a bunch of roads in place, and now you're thinking, well, we definitely need some roads this way, right? And yeah, we definitely do. So I'm thinking the grid should change pretty drastically here. And pretty much what I'm thinking is the next step is looking at like where things are and what's happening in the city. And well, we have this train line going through here. So I'm kind of like looking at this city and I'm thinking, well, if the main growth of the city is going to be over here, I think the train station, the main train station should also be somewhere around this direction, right? I mean, I'm thinking we get some medium density in this section, and then we kind of do something special for the beach, right? So I'm gonna kind of eye a spot where I think we should look at getting a train station in. Let's go to our train stations. Let's go to this content pack, and let's take a look. So we got the old market station, which is an elevated rail. I don't think that kind of works. The crossover train station, where two lines connect, that one could be interesting, but I don't think we're gonna need that type of building. We also got the glass box transport hub, which could be a pretty cool one. But again, we don't have metro, and we don't need that at the moment, right? That's also metro. This one could be good. This one has dual platforms. Glass ground bypass station. That's a subway. It's an elevated. This is just a simple one. Two platforms, one up line, one down line. I mean, that one does look awesome. Elevated bypass station. And then we have this one. I don't think this is the type. Like, I think we're gonna need the dual island one. All right, so we're gonna be attaching to this rail line. Let's say this is the Canadian National Railway line. I think we need to look at attaching to it. So we'll be like leasing the right of way. Let's perhaps, this is all arbitrary based off of the rail line, because I don't want to touch it too much. Yeah, let's go right about here. All right, that's a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. Looked like it was a bit bigger in the little clip here, but maybe we should look at getting. I mean, we can attach other things to like a bus stop with a subway terminal or something in it as well. I mean, that doesn't look as grand as I was hoping it was going to look. This one looks way more grand. That's elevated though. These are both elevated. That's not something we need. That's too big. I mean, this one just, it doesn't work for the directionality. Probably should have looked at this beforehand. Grand bypass station. Maybe this is what we need then. Ground bypass. I mean, which one looks more grand, right? They both kind of do. This is going to be like just making the call on the fly here. Let's go with the first one. Yeah, I don't know if this is going to end up staying the way it is, because the other option we have is the original train station, which I don't think is much better at all. Okay, so let's get this train hooked up. Let's go into here. Perfect. Let's readjust with move it. That's pretty clean. Is the rail still there though? It's always tricky to see. Looks fine. Okay. So we arrive through here. It's got a bypass, even though we don't really need it, but it might be good for the intercity trains. And then we need to connect up over here. I think we'll probably be needing to connect over this way, so let's look at readjusting this. Yeah, okay. Let's remove this, okay. And then let's just delete this one extra line here. And then we'll just need to tweak this ever so slightly. Okay, and then I think I'm just gonna tweak this line a bit as well. All right, so let's grab this one right here, connect up. Oops. And this one's gonna just arbitrarily come out to that direction. Okay, so yeah, I mean, this is gonna work. I'm gonna allow intercity trains over on this one, and then we're gonna just get a bit of a water network going through here. And we're definitely gonna need to look at getting some more water going. Some sewage treatment. Perhaps in the next episode, we will look at getting our water processing facility going. All right, so is this empty yet? Almost. It's great to see. Okay, so now that we got that train station in, I think ideally what I'm going to be planning on doing with this is just going to be for intercity trains, and then I'm thinking eventually I might get a line that runs out. I want to keep this line cargo. I might get a line that comes out over here into like a suburb or something like that, or you know, in the opposite direction out this way. But I don't want to use heavy rail too much. But I think this will be a good intercity train. So we'll see if anything gets clogged up with this, but I do think it's going to work out great. All right, so the next thing I want to do is something a bit unique to the area here. And you know what, I'm second guessing this street on this connection to Thompson here. I think I'm going to connect to Young Street instead. Like I probably should have, but I didn't. Oops. I want to redo that. And I want to get a nice clean connection, Steven. So come out to this way and then drag it out right through here. See, like, why does that happen? All guidelines are on. All right. Okay. Last time, I promise. And then let's grab the node controller. Come on. There we go. Let's square the node. Traffic manager. Dedicated turning lanes. And I think we should actually look at changing the way some of these nodes sit. Let's square that again. Yeah, I think we'll just start at that one, and then if we need to tweak it, we can. So a bit of a waste of money by doing that, but That's okay. We'll be making more, right? Okay, so now that we got this in place. Holy moly, guys. This isn't clean. I need this to be perfect. This is the downtown after all. There we go. Ah, darn. Alright, last one will change, and then I will just tweak the rest off camera. Okay, so this is the interesting thing that I'm kind of planning for the city center. Now, I guess it'll be here. Okay, so let's try to see how this will work. I want to find a second line, like a supporting arterial, and I think I'm gonna go, it's 10, 12. Let's go, let's see, so that's 10, 12, 14, let's go with 15. There we go. I'll connect down. I'll do the same thing. 10, 12, 14, 15. Talking about the squares. Okay, so I got that in place. Now I'm just going to actually remove these. Alright, so the next step I need is to upgrade this road. Yeah, you heard me right. I'm going to upgrade this one. I'm going to delete this one. And we're going to go for our 1-unit roads. We're going to go with the 1-lane, 1-way, no parking. Oh, I was already on it. Jeez. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to go with this freeform here. We're going to connect up like so. All right, so the idea here, this is Queen's Park in Toronto, is that if you want to turn onto this roundabout, if you want to turn left, I guess we'll just talk about this with the lane arrows here. So let's go like this. We're gonna do this, but I also want to make sure that you can stay straight here. And actually, let's just delete that. You can go that way and turn right here. So when you get to this intersection, you can turn right, but you can't turn left. And then here, the only direction you can go is this way. Yes, because I don't want them going straight through. And then over here, we're also turning this way. All right. And then let's get onto here. And the idea is that you can only turn left here. And this is only a straight. Yeah, because this is... Oh wait, no, you're supposed to be able to go through. Silly me. Okay, so I actually want to redo this one. So this one is... You can't turn onto the roundabout. It's only for straight through. This goes forward. I don't think they're supposed to be able to turn from here. Yeah, I think this is how it works. And then right through here, this is just a pretty simple. Don't mind if I do that. Okay, and then we'll just kind of mimic this on this side. So let's see. So this one is like so. Actually, why did I do that? Okay, this is just straight through. This is just turn. This is just straight forward. It's a bit different, eh? But ideally, people don't want to use this space. This is kind of like a business park. Well, it's a business park. It's where the Ontario legislature is. Okay, and then we're gonna go over here. Just do that, but I don't mind if they go forward as well. And then over here. But I don't mind if they go forward as well. Okay, and then I think we'll just set this up like a roundabout. With some yield signs, and we'll let the sim run. So ideally in here, what we're gonna have is we're gonna have some unique buildings. Yeah, I think this is gonna work. I'm gonna double check off camera just to make sure. And then we're gonna kind of fill in the rest of the space here with some grid lines. So let's, or like fill up the grid with some of these. So I know we went 18 units. I know I was saying 15 before, but I was counting certain blocks. So let's go to 18. Oh. It's 19. Why don't we just use some dirt roads for now? Just make sure it's the same on dirt roads. It is 18 units out. Let's keep these ones on. Okay, I don't really need to do that anymore since I turned those Skylines off. So we'll do this, get that cut through, and then we'll get another cut through right here. We'll continue the cut through, that's what I'm saying. Okay, and then we'll bring this down all the way. And then I think we're gonna have to do something to get across to the other side. All right, and then just redo this part. All right, so we'll just stick that out, and then I'm going to just leave the grid and the road length on. I come out to 18 units. Turn this back on. Perfect. Perfect. It's actually not, but that's okay. All right, I'll bring this out. Okay, so we're getting the majority of this grid line marked out here, and And the next thing I want to do is look at adding in a bunch of these smaller roads. So I'm trying to connect to this grid line here. Maintaining this. Why don't I just do that? Perfect. Almost perfect, Steven. All right, so let's just draw it in this way. Would this connect? It would. It's close enough at least. And I think we'll need this boulevard to continue up to here. Yeah, nice. Okay, come along pretty nicely here. And the next thing I want to do is add in a couple more supporting roads. And I think this distance is 18, right? Yeah. Okay. I'll leave that. Then let's see, so we have this mirrored, and then we just need to get one more of these in. Let's see, this comes out to 18, just right here. Perfect. This would normally connect up right to this point here. All right. And I think what we can do is we can get a couple of roads like this in here. We can probably make that a one-way system. And then we'll do the same thing right down to here. And I'm just kind of looking at filling in these roads. These markings here, or these markings. This grid network, that's the word. I'm looking at just filling in this grid network as best we can with keeping some unique flair to the property. All right, so we'll continue this down. And this is when things need to get a bit different. Just something like this, change things up. We'll get this one-way road going. And then I think this needs to be a 4-lane road. Whoops. This would also need to be a 4-lane road. This whole network should probably be. I'm gonna come back here and make sure that all the lanes are better at our next traffic episode, which is probably gonna be on Friday. All right, so I know to mirror this, it'd be a bit different, but I think this is probably where we're gonna look at leaving today's episode. I'm gonna just look at filling in the squares around the oval about. And let's see, so this would come out to about here. I think this is the middle. Yeah. Okay. It's gonna get a bit tricky there, isn't it? I think I'm gonna need to redo that part. Let's redo these ones. Okay, and then we'll bring this up to about here. Oh, come on. Ah, come on, I did it again. Darn Travis Street is not wanting to cooperate. Okay, and then we'll delete that bit. Could be a cool little residential neighborhood. All right, so with that in mind, guys, I think we're going to look at leaving it for today. So I hope you... Oh, look at this. So many people are visiting. Oh my gosh, we're going to need to get our tram networks in here sooner rather than later, aren't we? And if you're wondering about trams, I think we're going to get a connection over here. I know we talked about it before. This is going to probably be a tram road. Probably going to have to end it here, but we might get a bit of an interesting connection in place. So look out for how we're going to connect our trams in a future episode. I don't know when it's going to be, but I hope you liked today's downtown planning episode, and I'll catch you next time. Let's get a cool little picture. I didn't fill in the spot. Oops. Anyways, have a great day, everyone. Talk to you soon. Peace out.